What's up, guys? This is Maliki. Welcome to the Lorecast. Today we're going to focus a little bit on Julian Afterjoy. If you've heard any of our music, you've probably heard the name Julian floating around and you're like, who the heck is this Julian person? Why are they singing about him? What's going on? Well, today hopefully we can clear it up a little bit. Julian is a space lumberjack from the planet of Elyria, which is a planet in the galaxy of the Seven Jewels, which is where the Sunbeam universe is based. So Elyria is dominated by these huge trees called great trees, and the logging industry is what sustains pretty much everyone on the planet. So Julian and his younger sister, his adopted younger sister Tukka, make up one of the smallest logging outfits on the planet. So they're going around chopping down these giant trees, trying to make a living. Now, one thing to know about the lumber from great trees is that it's extremely strong, stronger than steel, very flexible and impervious to any type of corrosion. And that's why it's very valuable. But it's also very hard to get deep into the woods where the great trees exist. So, more on that later as well. Another important and slightly disturbing feature of Elyria is these creatures called Wiffies. Now I'm gonna have to do a whole nother video about Wiffies, and I'm gonna have to have Connor here for that one because he's the original inventor of this creature. But Wiffies are these very simple yet complicated beings that hop around and essentially cause mayhem. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and I really can't go any further because you have to hear it from Connor. The other thing to know about Julian is that he has a mechanical leg that's fueled by a substance called Nectar. So Nectar, aside from being very delicious sounding, is the fuel source in the galaxy of the Seven Jewels. So everyone's always trying to get their hands on, smuggle, acquire more Nectar. And that's what powers Julian's mechanical leg. So he always has to replace the canister of Nectar. And it's a finite resource. Also, the life sun, which is pretty much what you would think it is dying. That's also connected to the nectar supplies. I'll go more into that later, if you're interested. Let me know, by the way, if there's anything you want to hear more about, and I'll do the best I can. So, our adventure with Julian really starts when one day a pod crash lands in the woods near Julian and Tukka's house. Now, when Julian goes to examine and explore the wreckage, he hears a transmission and a prophecy coming from the pod speakers, and that's what really brings him into Captain Sunbeam's orbit and into the story. Now, something to know about Tukka is that she's a tech whiz. She can assemble, disassemble, connect to, just get anywhere she needs to around any device. The only other thing to know about Julian and Tukka's relationship is that they are all that they have in this world. Their bond and their connection and how they get separated and how they get brought together at various points in the story is central to the plot and the whole thing. Now, if the band is called Captain Sunbeam, you're probably wondering, why did you start with Julian? The answer is that Captain Sunbeam as a band and as a story is really a passing of the torch between the captain and Julian. And before you get to the captain, it's very important where you understand where Julian comes from, because the captain is a little bit more complicated and mysterious of a character at first. I hope you guys enjoyed this Lorecast, and hopefully we can do another one soon. And let me know if there's anything else you want to hear about, whether it's the Nectar, whether it's the Life Sun, whether it's Captain Sunbeam himself, whether it's Wiffies, whether it's Tukka. I can provide as much information as I can without giving away major plot points in the story, which is forthcoming and is currently being written. So you guys are the best. In Captain Sunbeam we trust.